ABC 10 News at 5 starts right now.
ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
And that breaking news is some breaking news we brought you about 10 minutes ago. You're looking at a SWAT team from Sky 10. This is in an Escondido neighborhood near Palomar Medical Center. Now, here's what we know so far from our 10 News breaking news tracker, who's also on the ground. They are looking for a suspect where some gunshots were fired in this residential area. You can tell there's a lot of people that live here. But all we know is that it is a teenage male. They are looking for this individual. They described him as wearing yellow socks, so we can only assume that he doesn't have any shoes. But this SWAT team was parked in one area of the neighborhood. They all began running towards our 10 News breaking news tracker, went down the street, and again, we have now since picked back up where it looks like they're going home to home. Again, our 10 News breaking news tracker is there on the scene. We will continue to monitor their story as it unfolds. But first, they are off. For the first time in 2 years, racing is back at Del Mar with people back in the stands. Good evening. I'm Steve Atkinson.
And I'm Lindsay Pena. Today's festivities featured the usual hats, food, and horses. But of course, safety is also top of mind with the pandemic. We do have team coverage from the racetrack. We begin with ABC 10 News anchor Kimberly Hunt. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Lindsay. Yes, the 82nd season here at Del Mar is officially underway, and I am joined by one of the top executives here at Del Mar, Craig Dato. We're on the balcony above the beautiful paddock. They're just leaving a horse race about to get started again. You got the owners and everyone who's been in the grass right behind us the entire time. We know there are fewer people, 16,000. Everyone had to have a seat. And even though some things are not happening, there's a lot that you have planned this season. What's going to happen?
Well, first of all, doesn't 16,000 feel good?
It does.
It feels really crowded today. It seems like a lot more, but you're right. We did cap it at 16,000. And I can tell you that the betting is off the charts. So this might be a record opening day handle, which is wonderful. The rest of the season, we don't know. We're going to get through this weekend with the same protocols, and then we'll reevaluate. Perhaps we'll open it up to general admission, but I can't commit right now.
And you have wine events and different things that are happening on certain days every week that will just be different, but actually a way to gather around the racetrack.
Yeah, we do have a really special wine event on Saturday, August the 14th. I haven't booked any concerts yet. Knock on wood, I'm hopeful that maybe at the end we can do a couple. But again, we need to evaluate the situation, see what kind of protocols we need to uphold, and then we'll make some decisions.
And the number of people allowed in is kind of flexible right now, too. You're going to see what happens.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm hopeful within a week or two maybe we can open up GA and let people have walk around without a seat, but we'll see.
Yeah, and you have to be proud. 3 years running, safest racetrack in the country.
That's what we're the most proud of. Yeah, let's go for a fourth year in a row. The culture has changed. We've added more vets. We've changed some medication rules, and it's working.
Del Mar, regarded as one of the top racetracks, you have to feel good about how this racetrack has grown, especially coming out of a pandemic, that you found a way to make a profit during a pandemic as well.
Yeah, we did well. The betting was up, surprisingly, even though we didn't have anybody here at the track. People at home with nothing to do during COVID decided to bet on Del Mar, which was wonderful. And you know what? Now we're excited to be hosting the Breeders' Cup this fall. The World Championships are coming to Del Mar. We could not be more excited about that.
Thank you for giving us a few minutes of your time. You're a busy man today.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Craig Dato, thank you so much. Mimi Alcala has been here among the fans that were allowed, that did have a seat today, all 16,000, and she has more on the crowds. Mimi?
Hi, Kim. Yeah, the area right in front of the racetrack would typically be packed with people, but as you can see, there's a lot of extra room to roam around, and people we spoke to today are just really, really excited to be back here on opening day.
Oh, it's so great to be back. It is so great to be back.
The hats are back and so are the people. It's been nearly 2 years since spectators enjoyed a summer of horse racing at Del Mar, so it was no surprise that opening day tickets sold out so quickly.
We have been planning this for months.
And those lucky enough to score a seat weren't too disappointed with this year's changes.
Kind of nice having, a little bit of space over here. Usually it's pretty shoulder to shoulder right here.
I am beyond excited to be at the racetrack on opening day today.
Having fans back in the stands made a big difference for the jockeys too. We caught up with the very first winner on this opening day.
When you come with your horse, you can feel like they are screaming, you know. It's very different. I'm so happy we're back with the fans, and thanks to God.
The main change this year is the capacity. Usually there are about 40,000 people in attendance. Right now that's limited to about 16 to 17,000. They were able to slightly increase seating by adding picnic tables near the track. Everyone does need a seat. There are no standing tickets for the infield or the stretch run at the moment, but people are free to move around, grab some food, and place a bet without those lengthy lines. Capacity is expected to expand throughout the summer, but tickets do need to be purchased online or on the phone in advance.
You got to do what you got to do. But it's just great for it to be open and have fun and spend a day out in Southern California. It doesn't get better than this.
And Kim, one thing true fans noticed right away is an iconic announcer is back in his booth. We did catch up with Trevor Denman to talk about his first day back in quite some time, and we will have that for you coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, I'll send it back to you, Kimberly.
Are you? Thank you, Mimi. This is crazy now because Abadanza Racing, Bing, you started it, Bing Bush, a local guy. And he started it with like 20 of his best friends, and it has grown, as you can see. And so it's that owning part of a horse thing, and you guys won today, going to Vegas.
Going to Vegas!
It was so fun to see the winner's circle with like 150 of you. I don't know how many there were, but I don't think the horse couldn't fit in there. It was amazing. And first of all, for you Bing, and then I'm going to get to your history because you dreamt about this as a kid. But tell me the feeling